We are back playing Battrick, and Preston, I think, have pretty much sewn up the title win. I was not expecting this in my first year back in the top division, but with my wins against Possums and Splice, beat Possums home and away, I'm going to finish top of the league. There's been so many close games that I have just about won. I probably need to have a review of the season and get that all fresh in my memory. Maybe go over that in another video. But I feel like there's been at least 4 or 5 games which could have gone either way, and I've just somehow won them. So yeah, I think it's mathematically impossible for me to lose the league, but it would certainly be very close if I lose my last 2 matches. The first of those is against Ferrey CC. The manager is called Ferrey. I like that. Solid naming strategy. They have been playing since 2008. So yeah, put in a decent amount of human years, decent percentage of their life. So let's have a look at Ferrey's team history in their one-day competitions. Started out in Division 5, Division 4, Division 3. Snuck up to the top division in 2014 and then 2015. And they actually won the league in season 33. Let's have a quick look at that. So they finished top against teams like Gun Show. And then season 37, which I think was the year I won the league, they were down in Division 3 by then. So 5 years up in Division 1 with a championship win. Dropped down pretty quickly, Division 2, 3, 4, recuperated, got some money together, and they've come back. Division 3, Division 2, Division 1, won the league, stayed in Division 1 for a lot of years, another title win in 2019. Then they dropped back a little bit, and have made it back up to the top division again. And I think next season they might be one of my biggest challenges. It might be between Preston and Ferrey. So 2 teams that have been picking up title wins over a long period of time. Let's have a look at their transfers. So out of the last, say, let's go back to like 2023. So a few purchases, a few sales. Plummer is one of their good players. Potter's a good player. They brought in for 5. Jack Judge. They've picked up a couple from Central Districts there. And Pethy Panthers. So yeah, a lot of transfers. 595 in total. 210 sales to 219 purchases. That's interesting. So they've spent a lot as well. Having a look at their squad. Top few players. We've got Plummer, Judge, Potter and Sempil. I can vaguely remember looking at these beforehand. So Sempil's on 93 grand. We've got a few on under 80. 1, 2, 3. And then yeah, they've got these 4 excellent players at the top. Let's have a look at Plummer. Plummer is a bowler, a finger spinner. Jack Judge is a batter, an attacking right-handed batter on 130 grand a week. Angus Potter, he is a batter, 124 grand a week, left-handed destructive batter. Sempil, another batter. It's a strong batting lineup, isn't it? 3 out of these top players have are batters. And this match is at Ferrey. So The pitch is slow and low, tough for everyone. Could be a low-scoring match on a cloudy and humid day. Okay, so Ferrey are batting first. Lodi and Potter are the openers. And on the first over, they've picked up 11 runs. Only 4 the following over. And then an 8. Potter hits Taj for 6. Now slow-mo straight away, and Lodi. Textbook forward defensive shot by Lodi in every way except that he missed the ball, which thudded into his pad. And only 2 runs scored. That's another 2 runs. Very low scoring. They pick up a 12, of course, as soon as I say it. And then a 7. 10 runs there. 12 runs in the 9th over. So 10 overs played. 72 for 1. Run rate of 7.2. So actually their average is pretty high. 7.2 is decent. Potter and Sempil in at the moment. 8 runs there. Now here we've got slow-mo. Who's it going to be? Rono to Potter maybe. Rono drops a little short. Potter's nailed it. Nailed it straight down the throat of Reddington at mid-off, that is. That's 2 sarcastic commentaries in a row. We can deal with that. So 2 batters gone. 1 run, then 6 runs. Ooh, slow-mo again. Loxley, my boy Loxley. Sempil's expecting that to cut away off the seam, but straightened up, found the gap, split middle and leg. So Sempil's gone. Now Sempil's one of their best players. That is something I like to see. Judge and Dogar are in. 9 runs scored, 5 runs scored. A 3. Oh, slow-mo. Dogar suffers a slightly bizarre dismissal. Jabs his bat to a delivery which keeps a tad low, only to see the ball bounce under his blade and brush his leg stump, dislodging the bails as he desperately attempts to divert the ball's course with his bat. That is a really complicated, long sentence, but okay, he's out. Rono has taken out Dogger. So that's excellent. If we consider that's probably got an opener in there, not so good. 3 decent batsmen are gone. Ooh, slow-mo. Loxley. Bouchan has a reputation for throwing like a girl. Clearly the girl in question is called Dead-Eyed Deirdre, as he took out the stumps with a beauty from backward of square. Southwell shouldn't rely on reputations. The Battrick commentary continues to deliver. And there we have 4 of their best players are out. Oh, slow-mo. I hope it's Judge. No, it's not going to be. Sonari, attempted reverse sweep, only succeeds in getting a top edge to Matheson. Sonari's furious with himself for playing such an ill-advised shot. So, ooh, again, Loxley pitches it up outside of off stump and the ball leaves Ashraful, whose limp push results in a thick outside edge. Diving Matheson snaps up the catch. We are on for a victory here, surely. That's 6 of their good batsmen out. Oh, here we go. This is a mauling. Absolute mauling. Reddington, Deuce. Deuce has gone for a sweep, misjudged the line completely, bowled around his legs. Halfway through, 8 batsmen down. I'm starting to go through the match a little bit quicker because these guys are in trouble. 2 more wickets. Loxley takes out Imran. Imran attempts a lofted drive, but this should be out. Yes, it's well taken by Hassan just inside the rope. Well, that ball was there to be hit, but a little too much bottom hand sees Imran on his way. So what have they got? 1 batsman left. Oh, look at these runs coming in. Low. 2, 7. Here we go. Hopefully. It'll be a drop, won't it, after I've said that. Reddington takes out Judge. Yes, no, yes, no. Oh dear, they've got it all wrong there and Judge is stranded. He starts the long walk back to the pavilion. What was he thinking? Okay, so Preston into bat. Saf and De Gamwa are facing Deuce. First over, a measly 3 runs. Picked up 5 in the second over, and then a 7. They're starting to get into this game. 6 runs, 1 run, 7, a 4, an 8, and a 7. So end of over 10, 52 for nothing, run rate of 5.2. Required run rate is only 3.2 because we took out all their batters, and they didn't play all their overs, did they? So we need 128 more runs. There's 1. 4. Oh, slow-mo. Plummer to Saf, caught by a silly point off the pad. Shouts of both LBW and caught from various players, but it appears to be Plummer's appeal for the LBW that the umpire lifts the finger to. Worth the appeal. Okay, well, we still need to... We're not picking up a huge amount of runs. The pitch is crappy, isn't it? They did say poor conditions for everyone. 2 runs. Oh, they've... No! I was almost sad that was a drop, and then I remember I'm batting. De Gamwa drop. Plummer hasn't got the hands to field in the slip cordon. There, I said it. Now he's gone and given De Gamwa another life. Terrible fielding. So, 1 run and then 4 runs. We need to start picking up the runs, don't we? Because we only need a room. Let's get to the halfway point. 6 there. Not a... Oh, De Gamwa's gone. Smallest of edges, and Southwell takes a good catch off a wide ball. 2 runs. Oh, there's a 7 though, and there's a 6. So we only need a run rate of 2.96, but we're only getting 4.2. But my boy Bouchan is in. 6 there for Bouchan. So 11 runs that over. Then 8. Then a 4. Then a 12. Hassan and Bouchan starting to put a partnership together, aren't they? The run rate's picking up. Another 9. Another 9. Oh no, don't get out. What are you doing? Imran takes out Bouchan. What a bold decision by the umpire. Pitched well outside off, but turned sharply on the pads with no shot offered. Looking at Hawkeye suggests it was a good decision. Hitting just in line and going on to smack leg stump halfway up. So Musalia and Hussain are in now. 2 runs there, 7 runs. Hang on, that is the end of the match. I've not really been paying attention to how many we required. And yeah, when we lost that wicket back when Bouchan went, we only had 19 more runs to collect. And it's done. 35th, 36th over. A couple of runs in that. That was an excellent victory against Ferrey. Let's have a look at the story on the scorecard. Lodi did okay, but was only in for a short while. Potter, Sempill, Judge and Dogger picked up quite a decent amount of runs. But then their lower order fell apart. And they got nothing. So, who was not out? Plummer. Oh yeah, Judge was the last to go out, wasn't he? So they could have done with really these guys holding up a little bit better, allowing Judge to carry on batting. But I suppose really they could have done with at least a couple of their main batsmen to stay in a bit longer. They only batted for 37 overs, which is a recipe for disaster. Preston, some decent scores. Hassan was on his way. De Gamwa, no one scored particularly well on that dodgy pitch. Bouchan actually was doing okay, wasn't he? But yeah, 181. And that is enough. The summary, the Ferrey brought in a very respectable 339. Preston's was 347. 105,000 in attendance. So let's look at the league table. Preston top. That is it, isn't it, actually? I should be celebrating more vigorously because that has guaranteed. It's 4 points for a win. So now that we've won that match, we're 8 clear. And yeah, so that's the title won. Top of the league, first season back in Division 1, and we've somehow won the league. And there's a bit of chat actually about the financials of Possums and Splice. So the two teams that were my biggest rival this year, I'm not sure they're going to be such big rivals next year because they're having to sell to stop themselves going bankrupt. Let's have a look at the end of the season. Oh, it's not quite end of the season, is it? 13 matches played. Averages. We've got Dogar and Judge, who we've just played. And I think we got both of them out, didn't we? Judge did stay until towards the end. Bouchan is up there with an excellent 81 average. De Gamwa is pretty good. 61 average. And anyone else? Saf, my opener. An average of 51. And he's not my best back. He's probably about 4th or 5th. So that is a very good rating, really. He does like to stay in, even in Division 1. Down in the bowling rankings, we've got... I remember McConville being very good, and Imran. Magala was Possum's bowler, but he has been sold. And then it's my boy Loxley. Excellent stats. Really enjoying those 24 wickets. Is that the highest in the league? Highest in the league, Loxley. Carlisle, I remember him at Georgian Dragon. And then Reddington and Rono in 8th and 9th. And then a bit further down, Turley's in there as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of my bowlers are in the top 20. Is that surprising, actually? If there's sort of 4 or 5 good teams in your league and you only have 4 or 5 batsmen. So yeah, in the top 20, I suppose you should really have 3 or 4 players. If you're thinking of finishing top, you need probably at least 4 players in the top 20. But anyway, Turley not quite at the heights of last season, where he was pretty much my best bowler and batter somehow. Look at the fixtures. We've got Possums lost against Splice. Fletcher's lost to Storm. And Georgian Dragon beat Mac Attack. So yeah, this is what I'm saying about Possums and Splice. Like losing by 450 runs. I think Possums have now started selling. And I think Splice as well. So let's we need to really have a think about which teams are coming up next season. But yeah, I'll have a look at that in due course. But yeah, an excellent win for Preston. We are officially the league winners. Need to make some plans for next season. We can't let this opportunity slip. Let's get 2 titles in a row, maybe. Am I getting slightly ahead of myself? But yeah, two titles so far. One back years ago, and 1 more incoming. Prize giving to happen relatively soon. Cool. All right, I'll see you in a bit.